been thinking a lot about love lately. The world is so dark and strange, and a little scary, you know, and nothing shines a light quite like love. So, it's been on my mind. And you know, there are so many different kinds of love. Obviously the love of family notwithstanding. There's, you know, the love between partners, between couples. You know, new love. It's so fresh and exciting. Old love. That is just quiet and comfortable. And sometimes, you know, sometimes new love can act like old love when you feel like you've known a person forever. And that's magical, you know. Then there's the love of your friends, whether you've met them or not. And these days, as we all are living on the internet, you know, meeting people there that you may have not or never meet in person, you can still say that you love them and you can still feel love for them. You know, I have so many wonderful friends whom I love so much that I've never met, some that I may never ever meet. But anyway, that being said, I've been thinking about love, and that made me think of an essay that I've always loved from this book. It was on fire when I lay down on it, by Robert Fulgham, which, quite frankly, could be the story of my life. Anyway, but there's an essay in here that is just, it's wonderful, and I've loved it since the first moment I read it years and years ago. Excuse me. So I thought that, you know, I would read it to you. Now, if you're hoping for a poem, I'll catch you next time, all right? But you know what? Maybe you could stick around and listen to me talk about love and jumping through fire, because you know, love's never that easy. All right. You ready? I think we all know the rest of that story. Okay. Once, on a midsummer's eve in the farming village of Puy-Ricard, near Aix-en-Provence in the south of France. I'm sorry, native French speakers. I probably butchered that. My apologies. Anyway, my wife and I were taken to the celebration of the Feast of St. John. Which St. John, I do not know. There are many. If he provided a reason to celebrate with music and dance, then good on him, whoever he was. When the first star could be seen in the night sky, the villagers lit a bonfire in the dirty playfield of the school, and a folk band began to play. Guitar, bass drum, shepherd's flute, concertina. Music that was close at hand and long ago at the same time. In a universal two-step, couples danced encircling the great fire, their only light. Lovely. A scene from a novel, a film, a hopeful imagination. Isn't that what love is? At the first intermission, the couples did not leave for refreshment, but stood staring into the bonfire. Suddenly, an athletic young man and woman holding each other tightly by the hand, ran and leaped high in the air through the fierce flames, landing safely just beyond the edge of the coals. As the crowd applauded, the two embraced and walked away, wearing expressions of fearful joy, having tempted the fates and emerged unscathed to dance once more. Make no mistake about it, what they had done was quite dangerous. And it was this leaping through the fire that was the heart of the Feast of St. John. It worked this way. If you were lovers, married or not, or if you were just friends even, and you wanted to seal your covenant, you made a wish together that you would never part, and then you rushed the fire and jumped over while holding hands. It was said that the hotter the fire and the higher the flames, the longer and closer would be the relationship. It was also said that if you misjudged the fire and got singed, or came down in the coals on the other side, or lost your grip on one another while jumping, then evil would come to you and your bond. Not to be taken lightly, this. So the young of heart and the fleet of foot jumped early on. As the evening grew darker and the fire burned lower, the more cautious made their moves. Some did not clear the fire. Some jumped too soon, some too late, and some ran to the fire only to stop short, and some broke their grip, with one partner jumping while the other held back at the last moment. Though there was much laughter and cheering and teasing, it was also very clear that this was ancient and serious business. Not just another party. Once a year, late in the night of high summer, with music and dance to lift the spirit, you took your love by the hand and tempted the fire of destiny. At evening's end, when only glowing coals remained, there was played a traditional tune signaling the last dance. As the final note of the shepherd's flute faded, the villagers encircled the soft glow of the embers and fell silent. The village couple married longest caught hands and gracefully, solemnly, stepped together over what was once fire. At that signal of benediction, the villagers embraced and walked off into the starry, starry night towards home and all the fires of love ever after. I love that. And it makes me think, who would I jump through fire with? There are many, in truth, because, I love a lot. I really do. Because I love love. I do. I love love. Love is a wonderful thing. But maybe we all take a moment and to think about who would we jump through the fire with? Maybe thinking about that might make the world a little bit of a better place, or at least make our lives a little better while we are living in the world that we're living in. All right. I hope you enjoyed that. Take care of yourselves. Bye.